This is, I'm going to be reviewing assignment 1 for graphic design, which is compositional exercises. So you're welcome to read this, but in a nutshell, composition is one of the strongest ways to communicate in your design because it's one of the largest elements that you have in front of your reader, your audience. And what I mean by that is when someone looks at a magazine ad, whatever you've designed, a magazine ad, a poster, a magazine itself, a book design, a newsletter, whatever it is, the composition takes up all of the space you have. And if it communicates traditional or sophisticated or modern or whatever it is you're trying to, and if that layout communicates that, you're going in the right direction. So this is going to help you kind of at least get your foot in the, get your feet wet about understanding composition. And what you're going to do is you're going to use some squares that I provide on page 3 of the project sheet. There's 30 of them. And you will use a circle, rectangle, triangle, and line to create a composition in these squares. You're limited to using only black and white, no grays, and you can enlarge, duplicate, rotate shapes, but each shape must be present in each composition. So you're going to do 30 of them initially, and then you'll submit them into a discussion board. You'll create a new post and submit that image in the post, and then comment on 2 other students so we can get a lot of feedback generated. And then when you get your feedback, you'll select 3 of your best compositions and create 10 versions of each of those. Now, so now you're up to 60 compositions. And then you'll select 3 of those and create them on the computer in full-size 6x6 squares using Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so are you just going to jump in this with no background, no knowledge? No, you're not. I have 2 videos that I'd like you to view. The first one is called, well, let me tell you how to get to it first. First, you visit my.csu.org and log into InLearning. I should probably show you where that's at. Let me see if I can get there. Okay. Oops, I should have put it up here. There we go. Okay. So here I'm logged into my .csustan.edu, and then if I were to go down to InLearning, this is what I want to, this is where I want to go. And it will have you log into your Stan State credentials, and you'll eventually let's see, I'm not sure if I'm in the right. Here we are. Yeah. So yeah, this is where you'll visit. in Learning, and you'll search for the ones that I mention here. You can just copy it right out of here, and if you just paste it in, it'll show up. This is the one you want, Introduction to Graphic Design by Tony Harmer. And the section you want to watch is Section 2, Layout and Composition. Before starting the assignment, take some notes. Try to glean some information. I've given you a few things to look for that he covers. The other video that I want you to look at is this Learning Graphic Design Layouts by John McWade. Watch Section 1 called Universal Principles, and then try to really learn something here. And then the idea is to look at the videos and then apply what you've learned to the assignment. So you can do this in pencil, but I really would suggest doing it in Illustrator. I have my layouts here, and I'm just going to zoom into one, and I'll put one together. So I'm looking for, oops, I'm going to bring in my, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I think we said square, or is it just rectangle? Circle, rectangle, triangle, and line. Okay, those are the items we're looking for. So a rectangle could be anything like that, and could choose black with a no stroke. I think I might do that. Underneath the rectangle tool is the ellipse tool, where we'll find our circle, and underneath that is our polygon tool, or if we click and hold down and then use our arrow keys, we can get to a triangle. And then we have a line, which this actually could be considered a line, just a very thick line, right? So those elements need to be present in our design here. Let's see if I can this whole thing over. Okay, great. So the idea is we really want to it says we can rotate or make larger or anything like that. So what I plan on doing here is I'm going to make a page layout, essentially. See if I can straighten it up a little bit. And I'm going to cut this off. So to do that, I'm going to select those two, the circle and my rectangle, and then I'm going to use the Shape Builder tool. And if I hold down Option or Alt and then click, I can remove that. And that looks okay. I may use another circle to kind of lead us down a bit. Actually, I might So there's a lot of ways for you to, that this can be done. Actually, this might be a little silly, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I could do a Pac-Man thing. I'm not going to. I'm trying to just keep it more abstract is what I'm after. Again, I'm going to select those two, Shape Builder, hold down Alt, get rid of that. Select all those and kind of move them up just a bit. And that might be one of my layouts. Okay, I'm sure we can do something different for my second one, which I've selected both those, and I'm going to remove that bit. So that is a rectangle that I've cropped. Circle, I just need the line. So yeah, okay. So this could be another another thought. Maybe I have a. Well, let's see. What do I do with this? I don't really love that there. Might change it to black. Okay. So I'm trying to go bold and trying to make some variations in size, just to give it some drama, some contrast. This may be, oops. Okay, so regardless, this is kind of the idea that we're doing, is making these abstract shapes. Don't forget the negative space. This is really important. I'm trying to preserve some of the negative space here. I'm not trying to like fill it all up. And so I'm trying to make some bold shapes as well. So please kind of pay attention to that. I realize this is a lot of work, but one thing that might keep it interesting is doing a theme. And when I mean a theme, like so like if I were to take let me lock that, this design, and then what could I do to change this to maybe feel like the second part of an ad, or maybe a second part of a page. We're not making faces here or drawing cars or whatever. We're looking more for layout, and here I have some negative and some interest and some variation, and there's kind of like this rhythm happening here. So this is what we're after. Just some explorations on it. Going back to the assignment, you'll turn these in to the discussion like I mentioned. You'll get feedback, and then you'll do 30 more, and then based on 3 thumbnails. And I kind of showed you what I mean when I'm saying based on, is go off this theme of 3 different themes that are chosen. And then in the end, you'll take 3 designs from the last group of 30 and execute them in Adobe Illustrator like I've done on this. Hopefully this explains the assignment. I will have this video linked in here so you can see what's going on, see this kind of demo and explanation on the assignment. Please watch the videos. Please get involved in it and make decisions that are not just based on my video, but based on these videos you watch on Mr. McWade and Mr. Harmer. Okay, hope this helps. Thank you very much. We'll see your work.